Hey everybody, it's Annette. I do not have my tripod with me, so bear with me if this wobbles a little bit. I'm going to do part 3 today of preparing mentally, physically, and spiritually for fall and winter. And I guess today's a good day to do it because I'm kind of raw in my emotions. Had to leave the office, nothing going on at work or anything like that, but you know, sometimes you just have to get out and get away. Step out, go for a walk, separate yourself and get quiet somewhere. Don't see any anthills here. So it looked like a safe place to kind of park myself. It's hard enough like year round dealing with if you suffer from depression or anxiety, suffering from some of the thoughts and emotions that come, and sometimes they have a reason and then other times you just don't know where they're coming from. But knowing that we're getting to shorter days and dark early, what are some things we can do to prepare for this? My leg's getting tired. Let me adjust here. For me, I was mentioning in the other video, the garden, indoor garden helps me a lot. Eating my hair. With the light, working out. When I stepped out a moment ago, it's just the walls were just kind of closing in on me. And it's always good to get out, remove yourself from a spot, even if nothing in that particular spot is bothering you. Just, you know, changing the scenery is really helpful. So, shorter days, try if at all possible to avoid the sugars. You can eat some of them, but coming down off of those is kind of limit the alcohol intake. As we all know, alcohol is the depressant. It also affects sleep. I'm not saying don't have your occasional glass of wine or whatever works for you, but that there's also the therapy lights. They're light therapy, and I've used those in the past at another office I worked at. And it's actually really helpful because our circadian rhythm gets completely out of whack when fall and winter get here. And these days are so short. And sorry about all this shaking, y'all. I talk with my hands and I know I'm kind of wiggling this. So my apologies in advance if I've made anybody nauseated with this video. Therapy lights. Definitely meditations. I found a really good one last night. I was having a little bit of anxiety and just kind of just feeling depressed because honestly, we all know there's a lot going on in our world and it's impossible, I think, to be human and be completely impervious to that. So, meditation music, this one, Abide is a good one. I do it on YouTube because the app has a subscription, but I'm already paying for the YouTube Premium so I can get it without the ads. But there's plenty. But the one I listened to last night was just so calming and just so immersed in the Word and comforting words for anxiety and prayer. And prayer, of course, is always good, but sometimes it really helps when you hear somebody else praying for you, even though it's a voice on YouTube of a person you'll never meet. Prayer, I find comfort in that. Another thing I'm finding comfort in is when the sun is going down, obviously quicker, but we're getting some amazing sunsets. And in the morning at 5:30, whenever I got up this morning, I looked up at the sky and the stars were just popping. I'm seeing people all over the United States reporting amazing auroras. And I'll tell you about my experience with that later. Seeing the Northern Lights not once but twice in 1 year. That was incredible. When I was flatlining mentally during the god-awful 2020 episode, and you know what I'm talking about, really flatlining emotionally, I had to come up. Number one, I had to talk to somebody. I did have to reach out and talk to a counselor through EAP. That helped. The other thing that helped me, I always, since I've been a kid, loved getting behind the lens of a camera. So I did what I called healing behind the lens or something like that, and went around intentionally looking for small, obscure things that touched me in the moment, whether it's one little flower alone in the field or something coming up from the ground, just something trying to, burst into new life. Trees, angles, leaves, the occasional frog. But being behind the camera is therapy for me. It's hard to walk anywhere when you're looking for something and you have a camera in your hands. It's hard to not find solace in seeing these things, and then realizing what a beautiful world we do live in and how precious life is, and enjoying that. For you, it may be drawing or painting. I'm not so good at either of those. I do love getting behind the lens, but maybe for you, it is drawing or painting, or like now, going out for a walk, and it feels really wonderful outside, honestly. And just kind of being by myself, getting away from the four walls, being outside, and it's kind of sitting here kind of quiet. There's traffic in the distance, but it's really quiet here. You might have to find your happy spot. I have, over the years, found a number of happy spots where just sitting there listening to water trickle, or just sitting there in the quiet with the breeze blowing, has really been therapeutic for me. And listening to, I love Celtic music, beautiful Celtic music, and I find that relaxing. It may be reading a book or listening to audiobooks. Sometimes getting immersed in a story helps so much to take my mind off of things that are bothering me. And maybe it would help you too. But I'd like to encourage you to enjoy the sunsets. Photograph something beautiful. Take one photo a day. One photo. Clouds, sun, anything, your choice. Take a photo of something with your phone, with your camera. If you're not big on that, draw something. Some people find therapy by writing. It has to be what works for you, but it is out there, and it is hopeful. And the thing with seasonal affective disorder or anxiety or depression, especially during fall and winter, is that if we can kind of remember it's a season. And I don't know where you live, what seasons you experience, or what you experience in your seasons. In the South, it's spring/pollen, summer, 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 fake fall, summer, 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 fall for 2 days, and then winter. And it seems like, because we're not used to the cold and don't really like the dark, it seems like winter goes on forever. But then, having been to Alaska in March and seeing that, we are really fortunate in that where we live, even in the winter, we still see the green. Oh, got to see the grass, got to see some plant life. And of course, I do want my one good snow a year. And we didn't get enough last year to even cover the grass. It was kind of a buzzkill. But I encourage you, do something for yourself. You're talking about mental health. And my friend, I do want to tell you this, if it gets too heavy for you, there is nothing wrong at all with reaching out. Talk to somebody. I think we've all had to do it, and it doesn't mean that we're weak. It means that we're realizing we need something and we need help. And sometimes the other person listening to us, whether it's a neutral third party who doesn't know us from Adam or Eve, or a friend, somebody you trust, talk to somebody. The thing that I want to caution you is not to go in a place that is so dark you can't come back from. And if you're feeling like you're slipping in that hole, that dark hole, talk to somebody. Take care of yourself and realize again, continue, look in that mirror. You're beautiful. You're fearfully and wonderfully made. And whether or not you realize it in this particular moment or any future moment, you are loved. Hope you have a good day. I hope this helps somewhat. Take care, everybody. Love y'all.